Imagine your $1 million home sitting on the market for months, not a single buyer in sight. But instead of slashing the price and drowning in debt, this man raffled his entire mansion for just $2 a ticket, and it changed the game forever. He raised over $1.1 million, cleared his debt, and pioneered a brand new business model that hadn't been done before. The math behind this is mind-blowing, and I'll show you exactly how it worked and why you should pay attention, because doing this in your business could unlock things that you've never known existed before. So check this. We're going to talk about the true story of this man and his mansion. He ultimately sold tickets for $2 a piece, raffled it off, and it's crazy because the marketing lessons that can explode your business are hidden and sprinkled throughout this entire video. Most people think that if your product isn't selling, well, you just lower the price and have a price war all the way to the bottom. But the truth is this: sometimes dropping the price actually kills the offer. What you need to do is reframe the entire game, rewrite it, and reset the rules. So I'll break down the story, the psychology behind it, and the 5 key takeaways that you can apply immediately to your own business. The strategy didn't just save this man from bankruptcy, but it built an entire new industry that actually still thrives today. But first, let me take you back to Lancashire, 2017. In 2017, Dunstan had $1.1 million estate that was sitting lifeless on the market for months. Months went by, no offers, debts piled up, bills kept coming in, and his dream home had turned into a financial nightmare. Insane. But instead of surrendering to bankruptcy, he took a $2 raffle ticket and said, "This is how I'll sell my house." This wasn't just about saving the property, it was about rewriting the rules of selling altogether. Now, most people thought that he'd lost his mind, but within weeks, the world would see how genius of an idea this really was. The marketing completely exploded. Local papers, social media, everyone shared the story. I mean, $2 a ticket to possibly win a house? Why not? Why? Because it had an irresistible hook. Like I said, win a mansion for $2. Obviously there's disclaimers, but the application comes down to this. Instead of 10 wealthy buyers, he opened his market to millions. Suddenly, everyone from students to retirees all had skin in the game. He ultimately lowered the barrier of entry, made the offer exciting, and turned his house into a viral sensation. And here's the kicker: he sold over 500,000 tickets. That's more than $1.1 million raised, completely wiping out his debt, paying for the legal fees, donating to charity, and still coming out ahead. Think about it. Would you rather chase one buyer or 500,000 customers? So who is the winner? Marie Seeger. She spent just $40 on 20 tickets, and she walked away with a $1.1 million mansion. That's a 125% return on her investment. It's insane. Even after reselling it later for $400,000, her profit margin was astronomical. This shows the power of perceived value. A small bet turned into a life-changing upside. And for Dunstan, well, this wasn't just survival, it was a proof that you don't have to accept the market's rules. You can rewrite your own. So here's the bigger picture and 5 takeaways that you can get from this lesson. Number 1, when traditional methods fail, invent new ones. Rewrite the rules yourself. Don't play the same game. Number 2, lower barriers to entry and expand your market size. Number 3, novelty, it sells itself. Use it to get free publicity. And number 4, excitement beats discounts every single time. And last but not least, number 5, sometimes the craziest ideas are the smartest solutions. By the way, all of these remind me of a video that I just did on Supreme. Check that out on the channel. This is an insane market analysis and case study, but I digress. And here's what most people miss. This wasn't a one-off stunt. It pioneered a whole new industry. Today, property raffles are a legitimate business model with entire companies built around it. By the way, there's companies that do this with Lamborghinis and other high-end exotic cars as well. You buy their merchandise, you get a chance to win the vehicle they make out. You get out with a car if you're the winner. So the next time your product, service, or idea isn't moving, ask yourself, are you trapped in the wrong game? Look, most entrepreneurs, they stay stuck because they only play inside the playbook or the rules that they know how to play by. But as you've seen, sometimes the rules themselves are the actual problem. That's why I created an entrepreneur resource called Entrepreneur Secrets, a school group. Link below, like-minded individuals that share secrets and insider tips to many different areas that you didn't even think existed. So all in all, let's recap here. What ended up happening? The home was unsold, he was drowning in debt, right? Genius $2 raffle strategy actually got the home sold. Viral buzz, financial freedom. The guy walks out ahead, donates to charity, and guess what? Somebody else wins a house. Everybody else, they get hopes and dreams. And now dozens of entrepreneurs around the world use this same exact model in their businesses, and you should too. So here's the shift. When the market says no, don't quit. Change the rules, take ownership of that. This is how liabilities turn into assets, debt turns into profit, and crazy ideas spark entire industries. Comment below, what rule are you ready to break in your business? I would hope many, because thinking like an entrepreneur means thinking outside the box. Otherwise, you would be working in a cubicle as a 9-to-5, right? We don't want that. And remember, sometimes the smartest move is the one that looks the craziest.